So, this installment of the wonderful world of working with Iboga and Bwiti is actually more for Ibogaine providers or people that are going to have to do work with the plant medicine of Iboga via Ibogaine. So, it's just a little tip or a hack for those of you that uh, wouldn't be able to get to um, the full traditional Bwiti ceremony in Africa, and you would need to do it in a clinical setting, maybe because you're doing it for uh, opiate or some other kind of detox. So, if that's necessary for you and it's not an option for you to get to Africa to do a full initiation, and you're just going to go into a situation where you are going to work with an Ibogaine provider, one of the things that is really, really helpful, and you can talk to your provider about it if you want, or if you're an Ibogaine provider, um, something that we have found super, super helpful in our work that we wanted to share with other people who are working with the medicine is that if you have access to an earthing mat or the process of earthing during your ceremony, it's really, really going to help you. And there's a couple of reasons why. And I'll talk first about the traditional reason why, and then a little bit more about the science behind earthing and how it will help you stabilize you on your journey. So, in the way that it's conceptualized in Bwiti, in Gabon, the source point and the place where this wonderful medicine is from, they see that there are four necessary elements to a full, proper ceremony to connect you with the plant spirit medicine of Iboga and the consciousness of Iboga, which is Bwiti. And so those four elements are obviously Iboga and the Mugongo, which is the mouth bow harp, which is the masculine aspect of the music, and then the Ngombe, which is the eight-string feminine aspect, but it's also a harp, but it's the eight-string harp. So, and then the fourth element that is really seen as intrinsic to having a full-fledged Iboga ceremony is connection with the earth. So when you do an initiation in Africa, you are on the ground literally. So you're usually on a woven mat, but you are still connecting with the energy of the earth. You're barefoot. You've been walking in the forest and walking around the village barefoot for most of the time. But when you do your initiation in Africa, the earth is a very, very quintessential part of your transformation and your healing. So the way that we see it in Bwiti in our tradition is that you really need these four things for it to be a complete ceremony. Now, again, I know that this isn't realistic for some people, and it's not to sound like we are saying that it wouldn't work or you wouldn't get benefit. But if you have access to an earthing mat device, if you have to do it in a clinical setting or a hotel room, and you don't have the benefit of being able to lie on the ground when you're doing it, this is definitely what you want to do. You definitely want to get in touch with the owner of the company that created the earthing device. His name is Clint Ober, and he has a company called Ultimate Longevity. I believe it's based out of Arizona or California. But it's a very simple device. It plugs into the grounded outlet on your wall, on your electrical outlet, and it mimics or simulates this process of you lying directly on the ground. And so you're plugged into the Earth's energy, and it's a lot to explain, and there's quite a lot of information about it, but essentially, in simplest terms, the Earth has a negative charge to it, and the atmosphere is positively charged. So we live in a battery, and so when you are disconnected from the Earth's surface because you're walking insulated with synthetic soled shoes, or you just are like most people now who really never come in contact barefoot with the earth, you are depleted in negative ions. So negative ions create inflammation and a whole bunch of other things in your body, and there's a lot of research about this. But what you also find is that you're really hypersensitive to the energy of the earth when you're on Bwiti and Iboga. So if you are lying grounded or on a grounding mat, it actually makes your journey feel more anchored and helps you feel more secure. And I've tested this a lot on myself because I've done a lot of Iboga both in an it, both in Africa, lying on the ground, and I have done it in my own house and been not grounded, and then have done it on my earthing mat. And I've tested it enough times now to say definitively that when you have access to the earthing mat, it's a lot easier. It's a lot less stressful. It also helps you lie in one position for a longer period of time. So if you're really deep in it on Bwiti or Iboga, sometimes it's hard to even move your head. So the earthing mat is just this awesome way in which, if you are not able, like I said, to do it on the ground or lie on the ground, it's a really great way to incorporate that into your ceremony. So for those of you that are going to be doing it in a clinical setting, you can bring the earthing mat with you, and you can plug it into the electrical outlet, and you can really enhance your experience on the medicine. And I mean, once you get an earthing mat, you'll get it right away. Like you'll never not want to be grounded once you get in touch with the technology of earthing and an earthing mat. But again, when you're doing your Iboga Bwiti ceremony or Ibogaine, like, you're going to be laid out for, at least 24 hours, like 12, 14 hours. You're just laying there. So you might as well be grounded and be comfortable. So that's it. So good luck if you are about to do a detox with Ibogaine, and hope that this helps. Also, make sure you have really good music with you. The harp, the mogongo, and the Bwiti harp are there to help you as well. I'm actually going to do another video about that. This is a separate long topic, but good luck and have a beautiful journey and stay safe. And I will post the link for Clint Ober's website in the email. So Ultimate Longevity Grounding Earthing Mat, and definitely search around the internet and check out all the studies on earthing. It's a fantastic complement to your work with Ibogaine and Iboga. Okay, Banze Niman Nakoma Baganga Bukaye. Have a great day. Thanks for listening. Hope this helps. Base.